Well, I moved to Minnesota in 2005 and have learned how Midwestern humility works. Uh, when something really great happens, we say, this is pretty good. Well, the last 12 months of Connexus accomplishments and service to our members have been pretty good. So let me first recognize our executive team whose leadership realized the results in this report. Of course, Mike Bash, our CFO, he's already stood up, but please do it again. Brian Barant, Vice President, Power Supply and Business Development. Don Holler, VP Member Services and Sales. Pete Miller, Vice President, Human Resources. And Matt Weiseth, VP Electric Operations. Thank you, guys. During the past weeks, there's been a lot of public discourse. Is Connexus progressive enough? What about renewable energy? What are you guys doing? Can we do more to engage members? Are members getting their cash back? I think the results will speak for themselves. Of the 34 upper Midwest utilities with greater than 100,000 meters, the big ones, our satisfaction rating from members ranked us number 2 overall. It improved from number 4 a year ago, and now there's only one rung to climb. Reliability remains a hallmark of our member service. In fact, each member, on average, experiences an outage once every 2 years. That performance puts us among the top 3% of utilities nationwide. Of course, Mike mentioned the 2 major projects, namely the replacement of our entire metering system and the installation of solar and storage. Both create value, which members enjoy as cost savings. More details shortly. And finally, Mike mentioned the cashback program in $100 million. It's a significant result attesting to a financially strong enterprise, and coupled with the financial discipline of Connexus staff, 2019 is a year second in a row running with no rate increase. So, here's some images of our linemen, your linemen, at work repairing and maintaining the grid. For a second year, the public is our leading cause of member outages, typically vehicles striking our infrastructure. It's always hazardous working outside, so please slow down and move over when you see them out there. Mobile device use in vehicles certainly diverts attention. You might be interested to know that our safety practices here at Connexus, drivers never use mobile devices while driving. Our system held up really well during the polar vortex at the end of January. For that challenging 3-day stretch, only 214 members out of the 130,000s of count lost power, and the average duration was less than 2 hours. In 2018, our crews responded to 1,469 outages, over half of which occurred after hours. Our reliability and storm response doesn't happen by accident. It requires a 24 by 365 commitment. Our operations center is always staffed. Yes, even during the Final Four last weekend. We have on-call crews ready to go. We have a few member service agents with backup technology at home to respond during storm events. Pre-stocking of supplies and other preparations are all about the Connexus team being ready to rock and roll. The state's most advanced metering system was completed by late summer 2018. Our team completed the project $1.5 million under budget and on time. The system will pay itself off in savings over about 7 years. We hired Honeywell, a Minnesota technology leader, and the change in technology is like going from a horse and buggy to a Tesla. It's amazing. Now, of course, security is paramount. Meter data is encrypted and securely transmitted via a private network. So you might ask, how does this metering system create member value? First, it improves our operations efficiency, saving costs which all members share. The most obvious example is the savings realized by automating reads instead of the expense of manual reads. Second, it maintains and helps improve our reliability and outage response. Today, Connexus is notified of outages within seconds. We know when you're out. No guessing. Our vehicles roll to a verified member needing help. This saves time and increases our productivity. Third, members have access to their data and may take actions to save. Your secure 15-minute interval data from yesterday is available to you today. And as you wish, you can analyze that usage and implement savings. And finally, our grid is being modernized to serve into the future. Integration of solar and battery storage is facilitated by better information on grid operations. Localized load management programs create more opportunities to save on power costs. So let's turn to solar and storage. This past summer, through the late fall, that project was installed and put into commercial operation by December. We announced that plan to do so last year at this annual meeting, and the plan has been realized. Between two sites totaling about 55 acres in the city of Ramsey and Athens Township, 10 megawatts of solar, direct coupled to 15 megawatts of battery storage, was installed. Let's make that more real. That's enough to satisfy the demand of about 7,700 homes. The Connexus membership projects are a step forward to increase the flexibility and value of renewables on the grid. They are regional examples being watched by many. This is important. These projects definitively save on wholesale power costs. Otherwise, they would not have been approved by the board. It remains true that our wholesale power rates paid to GRE are higher than other cooperatives in the state. Ergo the strategy. We also have 5% flexibility in our power supply contract for renewable self-supply. The solar creates savings relative to our average cost of electricity. And each month, during the hour that electricity is at peak prices, we operate the batteries to time shift less expensive stored solar electricity to that high cost hour. That also creates savings. All members through our retail rates share these savings. On the fun side, here's RB, some may recall that the 2014 community array here at headquarters has pollinator-friendly vegetation planted beneath it. Commercial partner Prairie Restorations, a Connexus member, did those plantings. Last year we again partnered with Prairie Restorations and with advice from Fresh Energy planted 55 new acres. And the beehives will be back here at headquarters this year. So let's turn now to two new direct engagement opportunities for every member. And I hope everyone here goes home today or tomorrow, signs up for some of these things. We have been working to enable more personalized service options. Here's the new communications preferences screen if you sign on. After logging on, you can choose options for bill delivery, due date reminder, outage notifications, and more to come. Also new, our member service agents welcome chat as an alternative to the phone. After a successful 2018 pilot program for peak time rebate, member participant feedback was so positive, the board approved it as an option for all residential members. You can contribute to reducing our power costs and directly benefit by a rebate on your power bill. It's super easy to sign up online and there's no obligation or penalty. You are in complete control. So here is how it works. During June, July, and August, we send you a text or email asking that you reduce electric usage during specific hours tomorrow. When you do, we will pay you $1 for every kilowatt hour you save compared to the average use during the preceding days. You are notified of your realized rebate the next day, and it is applied to your next bill. Unlike cycled air conditioning that we control, and we still have a lot of members on it, and that's great, this program is the opposite. When notified, you choose whether to participate. You choose how to reduce. Maybe it's grill out night. Maybe it's a bicycle ride with the family after turning off all the TVs, game systems, and electric dryer. It is the only peak time rebate program of its kind in Minnesota. So every 3 years, we work with the board in refreshing our strategic plan. That work is occurring now and into the summer. We have recently conducted a strategic member survey and hope many here responded. We did focus groups of members and key stakeholders to make sure we are considering input from many instead of a vocal few. 83% of members report that Conexus meets or exceeds their expectations regarding greenhouse gas reduction using renewables. Another 70% are willing to alter their usage to save and benefit the environment. And 14% state that they're likely or very likely to purchase an electric vehicle in the next 3 years. And we have a whole bunch more information than that, so we have the member voice in our plans. Of course, our industry used to be boring. For a while, as long as the switch turned on the light and you got juice when plugging in, the utility was almost invisible. We have members that still want that simplicity and reliability at an affordable cost. No change. We're here for you. But for many members, the 20th century is so over, and that is a pretty good thing for how electricity connects with 21st century lifestyles. Electricity can be renewable and carbon-free. Electricity can be stored. Electricity in an electric vehicle can be thrilling. Your mobile device can actuate automation of many home items, including talking with your refrigerator. Who knows what the impact that robots will have, but I'll bet in 5 years, we'll look back to today and wonder how we got along without them at home. An electric George Jetson lifestyle is upon us.
Meet George Jetson.
Tell your children to become electrical engineers, data scientists, and linemen. They are going to have the coolest jobs in town. While the board and management works on setting plans for the next 3 years, we will maintain our excellence in affordability, reliability, and member service. But you can also expect Conexus to be flexible and innovative, participating what I believe will be the most interesting transformation since the PC or mobile phone. So some appreciation to close. First, senior management is thankful for the innovative and diligent work of our board of directors. They are our members' voice, and they step up to make key decisions that will benefit this membership for many years. And thank you to our employees. They embrace the pace of change and innovation while delivering every day of the year in an ethic of member service. They are collectively a dream team on which I have the honor and good fortune to serve.